Alright, what's up everyone? This is my video over the tail cutoff weapons. And I'm not gonna do much other than just show you the actual weapon itself and maybe a quick tip how to get it. Anyway, Priscilla's dagger, that's the first one on the list. Cut off from Priscilla in the Painted World Variamus. It is one of the easiest, other than the Drake sword, I guess. But anyway, tail cut off weapons only come from dragons, and the reason Priscilla has one is because she's actually a half-breed dragon and human. But yeah, hers is pretty easy. You just stay on the back side of her, keep cutting it. Let's see. Drake sword. It's made from the Hellkite dragon, that first big red dragon that you see. There's several tips, like really easy ways to get it. Like it's probably time consuming, but undoubtedly one of the easiest to get. Yeah, I would look up a video on that if you're wanting to get it. Really good weapon that you can get at the beginning of the game. I know it's a really newbie weapon because it's so good. And yeah, you can get it really early. You just gotta have a lot of arrows. Moonlight Greatsword is from the Scaleless tail cut off, which I don't know. If you have high strength, this is probably one of the easiest. All you do, whenever you first stun him, well, this is a tip from Epic Name Bro. Whenever you first go in to destroy the crystal, which allows you to actually do damage to him, go ahead and let him destroy it by standing next to it. He'll attack, it'll destroy the crystal, you get out of the way really fast, he will stun himself, and he'll be right there next to you. So you'll have plenty of time to run down around to the backside. He does have tentacles, so it might look like it's his tail, but you gotta go to the very backside of him. That's his tail. Two-hand your strongest weapon, and just try to chop it off right then and there. That's the easiest way to get it. Other way, I don't know. Just take your time, slow and steady. The Obsidian Greatsword, probably my favorite tail cut off, mainly because I think it's the hardest. There is strategies how to get it fairly easy, but even then I think it was the hardest. But it's really cool because it only weighs 8 and has 480 damage when it's upgraded, but it doesn't scale off of anything. But it's still pretty good. And it's from Kalameet, the black dragon in the DLC. And the only strategy that I can say for it is to wait for a certain attack where he like goes up, flies over your head, then he'll land and his tail will just be there. Just try to take it out as slow and steady is like the only way to do it though. Unless you can take it off pretty quick, then definitely recommend that. Dragon Greatsword. Okay, I don't know why I said any of the other ones were easy. This is undoubtedly the easiest. If you can get to the Great Stone Dragon in Ash Lake, that's the only hard part about this. You literally walk around to the back of him and chop off his tail. He doesn't aggro or anything. He's just sitting there. And that's literally as easy as it is. So on we go. Tail cut-offs, tail cut-offs, tail cut-offs. Gargoyle tail axe. Just cut off our gargoyles. It's usually by luck, but it's really easy. I don't even do it on purpose. I only have one in here, but I get like 2 to 3 every game I go through, just because I do it by accident with either magic or anything. If I summon Solaire on the first gargoyle boss, which I don't do anymore, but he takes one off like instantly almost with the second gargoyle that comes in. Dragon King Great Axe. It's from the. You gotta be kidding me. Surely it's got. I can't think of his name. The Gaping Dragon. The deformed dragon that was just a little too hungry. Yeah. His is pretty easy also. He'll do his little like rampage thing where he runs after you and then he'll stop. You just run around and chop it off. It's like a one sweet thing. You just do it one time and it should be chopped off as long as you have doing enough damage to him. Anyway. Guardian Tail. It is, I think, the final one actually. All you do. This is arguably the hardest. I know I've said that about a lot of them, but this is one of the hardest. I think I. Well, okay, I'll explain what happened. The reason I think it's hard. I didn't know that you could chop off the Sanctuary Guardian in the DLC. I didn't know you could chop off his tail. And you go through and you fight him on your way to start the DLC. He's literally the first enemy that you see. And he's pretty tough. I mean, I can beat him on my first try. But... So, anyway, I beat him, went through, did the DLC, found out that, oh yeah, you can chop off the Sanctuary Guardian's tail and get a whip. So, of course, I was, a little mad because I already defeated him and stuff. But I did remember that after you defeat one and you go back, there's two of them. So my only choice, without starting a new game and trying to get back up to the DLC, which was originally what I was going to do because of how hard I thought what I had to do was, there's two Sanctuary Guardians. The easiest way to do it, kill one of them, then just chop off the other one's tail and then kill it. But the only way to do that, I had to use magic, or sorcery, which I'm not a fan of. It almost makes the game too easy, but I had to. Like, I had to take one of them out with sorcery, and it was on New Game Plus 7, so it was pretty tough. I actually didn't kill him all with sorcery. I ran out of sorcery before he died, and then finished him off with like my Black Knight Halberd. Then what you want to do for the Guardian Tail, he does this attack. I believe this is the attack. He goes up into the air, swings down in front of you, and tries like just taking you out in one hit. What you want to do, there's a perfect time. It's like right whenever he rears up to like strike down on you, you just roll over. He'll stand there with his tail like on the ground kinda. You just run up behind him and take his tail off. That's the only way to get it, but I think that's the only way. Other than that, I think that's all the tail cut off. I doubt there's any shields or anything. Alright, thanks for watching.